Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi spoke these words at the inauguration of InSpace headquarters.
जो सरकारी व्यवस्था में नहीं है, भले ही वो कोई वैज्ञानिक हो या फिर कोई युवा, वो स्पेस सेक्टर से जुड़े अपने आइडियाज पर काम ही नहीं कर पाते थे। और इस सब में नुकसान किसका हो रहा था? नुकसान देश का हो रहा था। और इस बात गवाह है कि आखिर बिग आइडियाज ही तो विनर्स बनाते हैं। स्पेस सेक्टर में रिफॉर्म करके उसे सारी बंदिशों से आजाद करके इन स्पेस के माध्यम से प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री को भी सपोर्ट करके देश आज विनर्स बनाने का अभियान शुरू कर रहा है।
He has often come under attack by his detractors for privatizing PSUs. Will his decision to open the space sector to private companies bode well for the country? Is ISRO, one of the leading space agencies in the world, able to compete with the commercial space giants like SpaceX or satellite imagery leader Maxar? The current global space economy is estimated at $360 billion, with India accounting for only 2%. With reforming the space sector and encouraging private players, increase India's participation in the space economy? Although it's too early to tell, a giant leap has been made. The fascination with space and astronomy is not new for Indians. From the ancient Vedic age, they have exhibited unparalleled deep knowledge and mastery across the spectrum. Their contribution to the field of astronomy was humongous to the global knowledge base. From Surya Siddhanta by Varahamira, Vedanga Jyotisha by Lagada, and numerous works by scientists like Bhaskara, Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, and others have left a great knowledge treasure for the country and the world. The rational interpretation of these ideas has become the basis of knowledge exploration across many civilizations for ages now. Continuing their penchant for the study of astronomy, India has produced many astronomers and scientists contributing to this field in our modern times too. There was no stopping the Indian scientists from ISRO and other space-related organizations to make great strides in this field. The successful completion of the Mars Orbiter mission, which cost less than the Hollywood movie Gravity, is a testimony to it. The cost-effective mission was studied across the world by many space agencies. But still, the country's space mission, with limited budget and timeline stretching into years, will hinder their growth in now competitive space global technology and the economy. To increase the scale of the sector, it is imperative for the private players to enter the market. They can bring in the innovation needed for the developing space-based applications and services. There is increasing demand for these services worldwide and in India, with satellite data, imageries, and space technology being used across most sectors. So, ISRO would have to expand 10 times the current level to meet their rising demand. With the companies like Boeing, SpaceX, Airbus, and Virgin Galactic competing in this emerging space, India will miss the bus in the ongoing space revolution if it doesn't catch up. Private companies in India were not involved in developing space components for the global market as they require large investments. They also struggled to raise funds and build adequate infrastructure. But now, things are changing at a fast pace. Once restrained to being vendors for the ISRO, space startups are now in the process of building their own rockets. Two Indian space startups, Dhruva Space and Dijantara, launched their payloads to the orbit by ISRO's PSLV C-53 and created history in June this year. This was a watershed moment for the startups in the country's space sector. By enabling the private sector to participate, they are now able to carry out R&D activities, collaborate with ISRO on various science and interplanetary missions, and use ISRO's facilities. To scale up the industry participation in Indian space programs, the government set up New Space India Limited (NSIL), and this is country's first public sector undertaking in the space tech sector. Along with that, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center in Space was also instituted with the aim of promoting and regulating the activities of non-government and private entities in the domain. More than 60 startups are now registered with ISRO since the unlocking of the space sector. ISRO received proposals from startups related to space debris management, nanosatellites, launch vehicles, and ground systems, among many others. India is also working towards introducing a new space policy allowing foreign direct investments (FDIs) in the space sector soon. The Indian space sector is projected to increase at a 48% CAGR over the next 5 years to reach $50 billion. India will be future ready in the new quest for space domination by global powers by building strategic resources and facilitating the development of civilian space technology.